So I have such exciting news to share with everybody. I finally raised enough to afford breast augmentation. We did it! So I just called the Meltzer Clinic and scheduled my breast augmentation for September 1st. So I have to have a mammogram first, so that's the next step. And then September 1st at 8 a.m. is my like pre-surgery like consultation, and then I have surgery at 1 p.m. That's less than a month away. I want to thank everyone who's donated so much from the bottom of my heart. It means so much to me. Like, this is honestly just like, I can't even explain like how honored and how thankful I am. Like, I can never repay you all for like your generosity and kindness. And also I want to thank everyone who shared, because there's so many people I don't know and have never reached out to me that have donated that I'm just like, thanks, like who are you? But I so appreciate you. I am still fundraising for facial feminization surgery, also known as FFS, but I expect nothing, and I'm so surprised that I am able to afford breast augmentation now. So a lot of people have donated to me personally, like outside of GoFundMe, so that way I get 100% of their donation. So I will be reflecting that in the GoFundMe like amount that I'm fundraising for. So I'll be changing that. I'll talk about facial feminization surgery, and since that's the next step and now that's what I'm fundraising for, the biggest thing I want to change is my neck. It's still considered facial feminization surgery, even though it's here on my neck. But my Adam's apple is just prominent enough for it to annoy me. It's one of the most common thing that people point out that clocks me. Like, I feel like I'm pretty passable at this point. My voice definitely gives me away a lot, especially when I'm tired. Like, I try extra hard, in videos or whatever to really feminize my voice, but every day when I'm not thinking about it, my voice is typically not as feminine. But yeah, just this little dude, I just want that gone really badly. I want to even out my chin. The right side of my chin hangs lower than the left side, just slightly, and then it's pretty squared off. So I just feel like, it's a little bit masculine. I just would like that if it were a little bit more round and even on both sides. It's a little thing, but it will make the hugest difference. Like, I notice it when I contour this side a little heavier and bring it up higher. I notice it in photos and when I look at myself in the mirror or whatever. Additionally, you can see it in the lighting, but my brow bone is just a little bit more prominent than I want it to be. It's perfectly within a normal range for a cisgender woman. Like, a lot of cis women have a larger brow bone than I do, but it's just something that subtly masculinizes my face, and it's something that I just feel uncomfortable with. My forehead is the thing that, even if I'm wearing like a barely no makeup, like really minimal no makeup look, I always contour my forehead with cream and powder, always, because I darken out the edges. That way it looks a little bit more round. So I brighten up this middle, so that way the dark, dip in my brow bone is pushed forward so you can't see it as much. If I look over, you can kind of see my forehead curves and then has a little bump. It's pretty subtle, but it's something that, causes me dysphoria, and it would make a huge difference in how feminine I look. I also want them to round out the corners of my forehead, because I always wear my hair down, and I went a little too dark on that contour. But you can just see, I have a little bit more squared off hairline there, and I want them to just cut that skin off and round it out to where I wear my hair. So that way my hair, just cut it out here and push it forward there on both sides. And this side is actually worse. That's why I always part my hair on this side, so I just want to, you know, round out my hairline a little bit alongside since they're already coming in through my forehead. And the last thing I want to do is, since they're already going into my forehead and feminizing that, just to further accentuate how round and smooth I will want my forehead to be, I want to bring the bridge of my nose here as thin as it is here. It's thinnest right here, you can see right there, it's rather thin. And I want that thinness to continue all the way down to the tip of my nose. So it'll be a little bit more like that rather than it goes in and then out and then in and then out. I just want the bridge here to be as thin as here. And so I really want really subtle changes, I think. Like the average person who doesn't see me like every day or in person at all probably won't even notice the differences. You know, the main difference will be that I'll look contoured, you know, I'll look the way that I contour my face with makeup without makeup, essentially. You know, I just want to feel a little bit more connected to my body. And I don't want to look cisgender. I don't want to look, you know, I don't want to look like a different person. I want to look like the person I feel like I am inside. I feel like that's the best way for me to describe it right now. And I'm still saving my own money for this too. I want to be very clear with that. Like the only reason that I need extra help right now and why I ask for the full amount for breast augmentation, like on GoFundMe, is because I was furloughed in April, so I haven't really been working. And I found out that my position at my job was eliminated last week. So I don't currently have a job lined up. We'll see what happens. And I have been doing, you know, modeling and promoting and stuff. So I do have a little bit of income, and I'm still waiting on unemployment. So that will make a difference for sure. And I'll make sure that that reflects in the goal that I'm raising. But right now, that little bit of income that I do have is all going toward my rent that I'm still paying for in Oregon, my debts and bills, and then the rest I'm saving for surgery and to also move out into my own place because I need that last month deposit for when I do find my own place here in Arizona after I've gone back to work. So that's just kind of where I'm at right now. I wanted to give you all a little update, and I wanted to give you all a huge thank you. We did it. Step 1, we did it. I'm getting breast augmentation September 1st.